Well, as we've been telling you, President Trump isn't in Washington. He's in Beijing, of course, as part of his 5-nation tour of Asia. People in China love discussing anything to do with Mr. Trump, so a visit from the US president was always going to set social media on fire. But those chats in China are, of course, being watched. They're being censored. Some posts have even been removed from China's most popular online service. I'm joined now by the BBC's Kerry Allen from our studios in Caversham. That's just outside London. Kerry monitors the Chinese media for us. And Kerry, I just want to raise first the fact that the one man who wasn't censored was Donald Trump. He managed to tweet, and tweeting out of Beijing is pretty tough.
It is, because actually within mainland China, you need a VPN in order to access websites like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. If people within mainland China try and access these websites, what they find is they just get an error message, 404 not found on the screen, and they're unable to access any of these websites. So it's a lot of people in China have the sense that what they're seeing is simply what the media is, and that it's very difficult to, and that websites that such as Twitter and Facebook don't exist. But yes, obviously because Donald Trump's got this reputation for using his Twitter account, there has actually been some discussion within China about how come he's not been tweeting up until yesterday evening Chinese time.
We're just going to show, actually, the Twitter page of Donald Trump has been changed today to reflect his very ceremonial, warm reception in China, and he's been tweeting pretty effusively about it. Kerry, tell us a little more about what the Chinese have been saying and the fact that some of what they've said has disappeared.
Yes, well, in the last 24 hours, consistently, there have been top hashtags trending in China related to Donald Trump's visit to the country. Things like Donald Trump is here. We saw this yesterday, and it's still one of the most popular hashtags today. But normally what happens is with official media, and these are accounts with about 50 million followers, so massive, massive followings, they post anything to do with Donald Trump, and it normally, within a few minutes, gets at least 1,000 comments, but actually what we've only been seeing is several hundred, and even actually the mention of Donald Trump's first tweet yesterday evening only generated I think it generated one comment, and that normally indicates that actually there is some censorship involved, and there are websites that we can monitor within BBC Monitoring that allow us to see what posts have been censored, and since yesterday, since Donald Trump arrived in the country, there's just been absolutely streams of messages that have been censored from Sina Weibo. They've been taken down. Now, most of these they tend to be jokes being pointed at Donald Trump, asking what VPN he's using, which is a bit of software that allows you to access banned sites. And other ones have been, other posts that have been censored have been tied to the sky being so blue when Trump arrived yesterday in the city. What people have been calling it is a Trump blue, going back to APEC, and there was this phrase of APEC blue. And basically what this means is that the Chinese government has had crackdowns within factories surrounding the city, and has told people this is an important event, you're not allowed to burn fuels during this time. So comments like this that people have said, there must have been some government control within the city to make sure that things look perfect for President Trump. Those have been censored from Chinese social media.
Kerry, we have to leave it there, but that's a fascinating insight into what's going on behind the scenes and online in China. Thanks so much for joining us.